The struggle is real. According to YouTube, there are 1 billion hours watched every single day. Now there's 8 billion people on Earth, so a rough calculation of that is that every single person on the planet is watching between like 6 and 8 minutes of YouTube every single day. There are around 720,000 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every single day. That's 30,000 per hour. It would take you 82 years to watch just 1 hour of all of the YouTube videos uploaded in one day. What does this even mean to video creators like you and I? It means there's a ton of competition out there. But what are we even competing for? What is the end goal and like the real point to uploading thousands and thousands of hours to YouTube? That is a question for the comments below. Is it fame and fortune? Is it money and power? Is it uploading your content to reach a wider audience? You know, do you come onto YouTube for entertainment? Do you look to educate yourself or to get inspired to try new things and do different things? I think everybody is creating videos and watching YouTube for their own reasons, but there are also a ton of opinions out there to why it's so competitive and how to make it here on the platform. So my channel and this video, we're going to talk about how I've gone from less than 1,000 subscribers to almost 20,000 subscribers in only 2 years. Now, I am by far not the most popular creator on this platform, and really those stats aren't even that great for 2 years, but I have learned a ton of things in that time, and I wanted to share it with you. So these are the top 10 things that I've learned in the last 2 years on YouTube. First things first, consistency is key, and always create value, not fluff. Consistency, first of all, will positively impact everything on your channel. From your own creative process to the YT algorithm, daily vlogs are a perfect example of that, to helping you grow your audience organically. But staying consistent is tough. So my tip for that is to set yourself realistic goals for consistent uploads and a consistent process to the videos that you're creating. Next is value. There is a holy trinity on YouTube, and I believe it's education, inspiration, and entertainment all equal value. If you can include one or more of those three things in all of your videos, then you are golden. Our second tip is quality and quantity. Now, most people say that you should always have quality over quantity, and I genuinely agree with that, but YouTube loves content and so do the people. So why not try to make the best quality content that you can as often as you can? Collaborating with other creators is one of the best ways to grow your channel, but finding people to collaborate with can be really hard. It's been proven time and time again that collaborations allow you to reach new audiences and help grow your channel organically. However, finding those creators to collaborate with is really challenging. So my top tips to find other people to collaborate with are research similar channels on YouTube that are the same sort of size and subject matter of what you're producing on the platform, and then reach out to those creators if you don't already know them. The best way to do that is through commenting on their channel and through direct messages to see if they might be interested in a collaboration with you. The fourth thing that I've learned in the last 2 years is relevant now more than ever, because growth in 2020 on YouTube is slow. There is so much content uploaded to this platform every single day, as we mentioned at the beginning of this video, that's really hard to stand out amongst the crowd. And that is not a bad thing. I think it's really important to set your expectations, to not just upload a video and think that it's going to go viral right away, or that so many people are going to see it and it's going to be super popular. You know, as I mentioned again, it's not about fame and fortune and money and power, even though sometimes that's kind of an undertone of this whole competitive side of YouTube. I think if you set your expectations to the realization and the reality that, you know, you're not going to have super popular viral videos right away, then you'll be doing yourself a favor in the long run. Numero 5, make videos that you enjoy. This is very, very important and cannot go unstated. It is far too often that we see people creating videos like specifically for the algorithm or for their perceived audience. It is way more difficult to make videos that you're frustrated with or you don't really care about than it is to make videos that you actually enjoy, that are fun. And by making fun videos, it'll come across to to your audience as more organic, and they'll be able to connect better with you for sure. So really, really important to make videos that you actually enjoy making. And this will also make the consistency part of YouTube way easier. The next tip is to not put too much pressure on yourself and to try and ignore the haters. The internet gets a daily barrage of keyboard warriors absolutely spewing unaccountable verbal abuse. I'm sure you've seen it before. There are a ton of absolutely absurd comments on YouTube every single day, and for some reason we focus on the negative. I don't know if that's a society thing or what, but I've seen so many fellow creators who get like 99% positive comments on all the videos that they create, and that 1% of negative they tend to focus on and complain about to other people. And I get it, it happens to me as well, but the trick is to just try and ignore the hate and move on. If you produce quality, valuable content on your channel, people are going to recognize that and they're going to appreciate that, and you should focus on that. It's about the love. You give the love, you receive the love, ignore the hate. Find your flow. This is especially important when it comes to video production and editing. The basic idea behind this tip is to find a rhythm that works for your style. The easier it is for you to produce videos, get them into the edit suite, post-process, and upload to YouTube, the better you're going to be at consistently creating. So finding a fluid sort of rhythm to your process will go absolute miles in the long run. So that is a really good tip. Find your flow and stay productive. Be inspired to learn more about YouTube and about video production. Watch other people's channels and comment on their videos. It's not all about you. It's about being part of the wider community. Now, it's hard coming from a solo creator who makes his own videos, and I'm quite selfish at times, I will admit, but I see the bigger picture, I think, and in 2 years I've learned that it doesn't really help to just focus on like me all the time. It's really more important to share the content of others that you believe are doing great things and that you can learn from here on YouTube to make yourself a better video creator. So it's about that bigger picture and being part of a wider audience and community. Change and evolution. Embrace change and evolve your content as you grow yourself. I like to think of YouTube as sort of like the long game. If you are keen to consistently create content, over time things are going to change, whether it's your own life situation or the gear that you use to film videos or your own knowledge and skill about video production and the whole YouTube algorithm. Things are going to change. So instead of like being against that change, go with the flow. Find a way that works for you and your content to evolve with your life changes and the changes on your channel, and be transparent about that with your audience. People all over the world are changing and evolving to the different times and situations that they're in, and there's no reason for you to not do this with your own channel and with the content. It's about the long game, so be sure to always embrace change. Number 10, don't stress about social media pressures. We kind of touched on this with putting too much pressure on yourself, but that one ended up being more about the haters. This one is about the pressure. I think that YouTube, when you start to dig into it, it's all about subscribers and likes and views and dislikes and watch time and statistics and more statistics, and you just get caught up in looking at your stats all the time in the YouTube studio and blah blah blah, and it's not really worth the amount of pressure that it puts on you as a creator. And I'm victim to this, and I know a ton of other creators are as well. You just get so focused on the stats and growing your channel and like breaking it down and trying to understand where you can do better to gain more subscribers and more views and more watch time. But at the end of the day, I think that you're just creating pressure on yourself, which isn't good for your mental health. It's probably not good for your physical health. It might not be good for your relationships, for your life in general. It's not really a positive thing. So there's a few ways to combat that. And I think it comes down to just creating videos that you enjoy, that you actually like making, and watching YouTube because you enjoy it. A very good example that I get made fun of a lot for is I like watching disc golf. Disc golf is one of my favorite sports. It's a hobby of mine. It's something that gets me away from my laptop, away from my phone, away from all the pressure of social media to make these videos. And I love watching disc golf content on YouTube. I actually really genuinely enjoy it. So I think if you can find something that you can relate to on the platform that you genuinely enjoy, that will help alleviate the social pressures when it comes to you making videos on your own channel. So This is all way easier said than done. Like almost every creator at some point in their journey creating on YouTube gets obsessed with the stats. So that's bound to happen. But this is my advice to you after 2 years on YouTube and growing close to 20,000 subscribers is don't focus too much on the statistics. You know, it's much better for you if you just keep doing what you enjoy. I have written down the top 10 things that I've learned in 2 years on YouTube into a PDF, which you can download in the link in the description if that is, you still read things. Now keep in mind, it's very short and straight to the point and covers all the things that I've talked about in this video with a little bit more detail. So if you think that will add value to your own creative process on YouTube, then I highly suggest clicking on the link below and downloading that free copy of the top 10 things that I've learned in the last 2 years on YouTube. Also, if you are interested in becoming a consistent video creator here on YouTube, I've created an online video course. It's very short and easy to consume, and it only costs 39 euros. It's very cheap, and there's 30 videos going into a lot more detail on all of these things that we've covered and more. So be sure to check that out, linked in the description. All you have to do is click those links to get the free PDF download. You sign up to my newsletter, which is also free, and become a part of this growing community, which would be awesome. So a little bit of plug here right at the end, but it's about growing the community and creating value and sharing between one another. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.